Horoscopes by 1pkc.io, brought to you by Jeff Helkenberg.
Hello Aquarius, this is your horoscope for the week of March 3rd, 2019. Now currently the house of Aquarius is hosting Venus, while your ruling planet, Uranus, remains in Aries. However, you have quite literally entered the end game as of this week, because Uranus enters Taurus on the 6th of March. And so, to put this in context, it's like how if you've ever experienced a prolonged period of time, like a week or more, where the sun is just obscured by clouds, and it's just, those cloudy days. It's not as if life stops. It's not as if plants don't grow. It's just that everything feels a little bit more dull. Chances are, and then when the sun finally breaks out and you see it, it's like a great feeling, and a certain kind of excitement ignites in people, and life just feels better sometimes under that sun, especially after a long period of time where you've been, where the sun's been obscured by the clouds. Well, now you are entering into a phase of life where the sun effectively is going to be obscured by clouds for a very long period of time. And so you are going to be operating somewhat at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean that life stops. It doesn't mean that it's going to be like an overt signal, like an alarm bell going off. It's just a subtle feeling that's going to gradually accumulate. And so we've been discussing for the past several weeks that it's important for you to lay down a trajectory, kind of a general long-term plan or framework that you want to follow, because if you did that prior to entering the fall, because Uranus falls in Taurus, if you were serious about it and you kind of laid the tracks to at least have a direction in life, then it was preparing you to deal with the doldrums that you're getting ready to enter into, where things become just a little bit darker and a little bit gloomier. And so if you wait until you're in the middle of that kind of emotion to try to make sense of your life's direction, it's going to be a little bit more discouraging. You're going to be starting from a place where you don't feel as optimistic or as positive. And so that's what you need to be prepared for. That's what's going to begin this week. And it's going to be challenging for a long period of time. So we'll be discussing this more as time goes by and some of the strategies to avoid it. And it's not as if the light is completely off. It's just that the light has dimmed a little bit, and it's going to be harder to feel positive about the direction you're taking. So prepare yourself psychologically for that this week. It's going to begin to happen this week, and so you're gradually going to be descending into this realm of kind of negative experience, and so there's nothing that can be done about it. It's one of those circumstances that are inevitable. Now, for those of you who know your birth chart positions, here is a rundown of the other planets and our star. Mercury, Neptune, and the Sun are in Pisces. Pluto and Saturn are in Capricorn. Mars is in Taurus. Jupiter is in Sagittarius. Uranus is in Aries, as you know, until the 6th. Venus is in Aquarius, and the moon starts the week in Aquarius, moves through Pisces and Aries, and will end the week in Taurus. So especially this week, with that moon energy and Mars joining Uranus on the 6th, it's going to be a really challenging week for you. You're going to probably feel that energy. Well, it's just kind of like going over the edge of a cliff. You're only just now starting this journey, this transit through Taurus, and it's going to be challenging, but I know that you're going to be able to get through it, because it's not, it's not as overt as the difference between a dark room and a light. It's not like a light switch. It's more like a gradual light dimmer. It's just going to get a little bit dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And it's going to be several years before that light begins to advance again and you feel more positive. So just be prepared for it, and you'll get through it.
Thank you for listening, and visit 1pkc.io for more great content.